What's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch the third episode of My Hero Academia. This time I'm going to be trying out the dub to see how it is. The only anime that I've ever watched that I prefer the dub in is Death Note. So I don't expect to like the dub more. And I'm perfectly fine with reading subtitles. I really don't, miss anything. Especially if it's just me one-on-one with the show. But I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see if I like it. I loved the first two episodes. Almost disappointed in myself that I didn't watch the first two episodes back to back, because I feel like it was like a Death Note situation where the first two episodes are the pilot, and they just can't fit the setup into one episode, so they had to split it up in two, so to speak. But I loved the setup. I love the world. I'm interested to know lore. I'm interested to get to know Deku even more, because he made me fall in love with him in the second episode. First episode, I was a little on him, little mid, dare I say, but he sort of came into his own, and made me appreciate him more in the second episode. I'm interested in All Might. I don't want to run through everything, but I'm very interested in all of these characters so far. It's really it's been better than I thought. Not to say that I expected this show to be bad, but for some reason, the way people talk about the show, like a third of the people I talk to just think it's complete and utter trash. Another third say that it's okay for the first couple seasons, and then the later seasons get really, really good. And then obviously there's that third that just love it from the very beginning. And so far, I'm in that third category. I am definitely excited to learn more. So I'm ready to hop straight into the episode. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length uncut reaction up on Patreon if that's something you're interested in. And if you guys like the content on the channel, please subscribe. Let's get into the episode.
The world's most popular hero, All Might. Age unknown, quirk unidentified.
I like the voice.
He broke onto the hero scene and was an immediate hit thanks.
If this is Deku, I really like the voice.
Young man, you too can become a hero.
I like that voice too. Hell, hold up. Maybe the dub is cooking here.
I needed someone to tell me that. And then, the person I admire most.
He looks wild in his regular form.
Part of me never thought I'd hear those words. Much less from him.
Getting your line April vibes.
I deem you worthy of my power. My quirk is yours to inherit.
What? So wait, is it just his quirk that he can give to people, or is there a way that, like, maybe if you master your quirk well enough, you can pass it on to people? That would be very interesting. And that's another... I didn't expect that, so to speak, him getting powers. I kind of felt like the storyline was him becoming a really popular, famous, effective superhero without powers. But I'm interested. I'm interested 100%.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna force this thing on you. Listen well, young man.
Oh, I'm listening.
Do you want to accept my awesome power or not?
Oh my god, man. Get that under control.
What is this?
There are a couple things you should know about my abilities. Journalists always guess my quirk is super strength or some kind of invulnerability. When people ask in interviews, I always make a joke and dodge the question.
That's awesome.
Because the world needs to believe that their symbol of peace is just a natural-born hero like any of them. But I'm not.
Does he not have a quirk?
About my ability.
Oh.
I wasn't born with this power. It's a sacred torch that was passed on to me from someone else.
Wow.
Quirk? No way.
Yes, Wei. And you're next. I can give you my abilities.
Does it look like a flower, dude?
The process! It's true that there's a lot of debate as to what your quirk actually is. Nobody's ever figured it out. It's one of the world's greatest mysteries. People are constantly talking.
He's like Superman, dude. He has everything. Kind of feels like.
Or inheriting. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I've never heard anything like that before.
Okay, buddy. Stop yapping.
Power like a present. That's crazy. To rethink everything we know about quirks to begin with.
Yes, dude. I want to know so much about quirks.
Stop nerding out!
I want like all the lore about it.
And accept this new truth. I can transfer my quirk to someone else. Facet of my secret abilities. The true name of my power is One for All.
One for all.
That hands it off to another person. It continues to grow as it's passed along.
That is. I'm only like. This is only the third episode, so I don't really know the world yet. But I didn't expect that so fast. I don't even know how to explain it.
I was on a long hunt for a worthy successor. And then, I watched you jump into action as the rest of us stood idly by. You may just be a quirkless fanboy, but you tried to save that
I got goosebumps again.
hero.
Oh, this music is kicking, guys.
He said so much to encourage me. He even told me the secret behind his powers. Is this what I've been waiting for all these years?
Oh, dude, I can't wait for the superhero training montage. Although, maybe the whole show is a superhero training montage. If it's about hero school.
I figured you'd respond.
But it wasn't that simple. Receiving All Might's power turned out to be no easy task, as I'd soon find out.
I like that older voice a lot.
Hey, it's pretty comfy up on this bridge. How are you doing down there? People
Not good.
move these every day, you know, and most of them don't even have any super strength.
Well, yeah,
I love the design of All Might.
sitting on top of it.
Nah,
The
I'm
one
lost
for
weight,
all.
So I'm down to 560 these days. And this
Maybe it was like some sort of scientific experiment.
Take a look at yourself. You're not ready for my power.
I'm liking the dub so far. I'm only talking to the two characters, but
About your weak body. My quirk, One for All, is a whole lot to handle. The combined physical abilities of everyone who's ever used it creates a hurricane of pure force. An unprepared body can't fully inherit.
oh yeah, dude.
Your arms and legs would shoot up.
And when if Deku takes his power, it's gonna add All Might, who I feel like is the greatest superhero in the history of existence.
You got it. But there's another reason, too. I did a little online research yesterday. Turns out this part of the beach used to be beautiful, but it's been a total mess for the last few years.
Yeah, how did it happen?
Because of the ocean currents, anything that's dropped in the water ends up here. People take advantage of that when they're illegally dumping their trash. Now all the locals avoid this place.
Damn, is this like a... This like based off of a real place in Japan?
Service is what mattered. Back then, heroes were those who helped the community.
He's wearing an All
even
Might
if
shirt.
It was kind of boring.
God damn.
This entire section of the beach. That is the first step on your path, young man, towards being a hero.
I like that a lot. I really like All Might.
There's so much! That's impossible!
Young Midoriya,
It's gonna take you a couple years, man.
Of course. You went there, so it must be the best school around, right? It's a long shot, but still.
I wanna know what's up with Deku's hair, man. Why is it like black and green?
heroing isn't easy to do without a quirk. It's not fair, but that's the reality. And UA is the hardest hero course to get into. So that means...
that I have to prepare my body for your quirk really fast. UA's exam.
Yes. Oh, you...
I've got you covered with the help of my handy aim-to-pass American Dream Plan.
Chi-Chi?
Each will be cleaned up just in time. I also detailed every other aspect of your life while I was at it.
Oh, well.
Even my sleep is.
He's like me, dude. I do that. I list everything.
You're up to it?
Yeah, sure I am.
Come on, Deku. The first couple of days are going to be pretty hard, but...
Just like that, I began 10 months of absolute hell.
Come on, put your back into it, Midoriya. It's not gonna move itself.
Midoriya.
I'm using different muscle groups depending on the size and shape of the trash I'm hauling.
Let's go, let's go. The clock is ticking it.
This is I love training montages,
Don't give up. It's time to go beyond.
especially when they're done as good as this one's been going.
Of quirks, the Building Standards Act in place had to be
So
completely
tired, but I gotta focus. It'd be be better if I could finish cleanup a week before the exam. That means I've only got 294 days left. If I take recovery periods into account, assuming I'll be resting.
What is this school year, like a whole year long?
8 days of actual training, even at my most efficient, I can get in around 5 hours every morning and night, so that's...
Oh, is this his little running gag? I love animes that have running gags.
Yeah, that would help me focus my workouts and isolate specific muscles so that it won't cost me time.
He's a yapper. I love him for it. He is a little fanboy.
I know you had a run-in with a villain, but pull yourself together, kid. If you really want to get into UA, you might actually have to know something.
Oh, right.
What is that thing in the front, dude? I'm loving this animation. I know I'm gonna keep saying it every episode because I feel like fans of anime take pride in the animation. Maybe it's like a live action show taking pride in cinematography, but I am really enjoying this. He's making moves, man. I get goosebumps like every... I think the 3 episodes in a row I've gotten goosebumps. How did they get there? I was about to say, what is this man doing under the desk? I like them green tracksuits, man. A lot. Green is obviously gotta be his color, especially of his suit. Is that a Segway? Oh, it's a Segway tour guide for a good 4 or 5 years.
Hey, kid, look alive now. You've only got 3 months left. What, are you gonna give up after all this work? Wanna flush it all down the toilet and take it easy? You're overworked. The aim to pass American Dream Plan was created with your body in mind. It was fine-tuned to ensure your
What do you mean, dude?
which means you haven't been sticking to it. You're overdoing things. That's gonna have the opposite effect of what we want.
I have to work harder, or I won't stand a chance against the other applicants.
I like the motivation, man.
I want to excel. I want to be like you. I want to be the greatest hero in the world. So I'll keep on trying until I've got what it takes to do that.
Why do I love Deku, man? He's no Dr. Tenma for Monster, but I'm loving him so far.
That fighting spirit's what I like about you, fanboy. It serves you well. I do get your concerns. That said, now's not the time to go and rush progress. Fear not, I can get you back on track.
Stop with the vine booms.
Old man, to adjust your plan.
You're not an old man. All right.
How old was he, like 40?
And suddenly, it was the morning of the exam.
Wow, 10-month time skip. They're like best friends now. They got muscles now? Oh, he's built.
Hey, holy crap, kid. You even cleaned up outside the area I told you to.
Deku's the GOAT.
But you exceeded my expectations. Holy stinking super crap!
I like that.
I finished everything. Oh my.
It's kind of weird to say it now. I like how much Deku has grown and built, and I can't wait for him to be taken down a peg, so to speak, to where he really gets that first sort of challenge since maybe entering this world.
Look how far you've come. Such improvement. There's still a long road
Little bodybuilder, man.
there at my full power set. But it's starting to look like you can do it.
Did he just like move the trash over? Like, did we dispose of it?
Yes, sir.
Someone told me this once. There's a difference between being lucky and deserving. One's an accident, the other a reward. Never get the two confused. Take that to heart, young man.
Very wise.
This gift, you earned it with your own valiant efforts.
Is Deku gonna get the hair, dude? Is he gonna get the same hairstyle? And if if All Might passes on the power, does he lose his power?
Eat this.
Eat it.
You've got to swallow some of my DNA. That's how it works.
This isn't exactly how.
Swallow some of my DNA?
Eat! Eat! Eat!
If it is a thing like All Might is like immediately giving Deku the powers, and so he doesn't have anything. This life has really taken its toll on All Might. Then, so I feel like that would be the only. He probably wants out, just live a normal life after obviously doing so much.
I may have swallowed the hair, but I don't feel like anything great has happened to me yet.
Stupid Deku.
Kachan!
Get out of my way now before I set you on fire.
Oh, hey, good morning! Let's just both do our best out there, okay?
Their relationship is so weird. Like, why does... If they were friends when they were younger...
His name's Bakugo, right?
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Ever since that day, Kachan's been taking it easier on me.
Bakugo.
I guess I...
Like, I don't know why Deku reacts, like, really, really scared. Oh, dude, by the end of the show, all his, like, fellow students were gonna be like the Avengers or something.
Or I'll just die.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Love interest. First love interest.
I stopped you with my quirk. I'm sorry I didn't ask first. But I figured you wouldn't mind me catching you. Isn't this all like way nerve-wracking? Well, guess.
She's nice.
Bye.
Oh my god, who is this guy walking up?
Oh, I just talked to a girl!
Oh, I love that violin music. Your Line April has made me fall in. I'm a big instrumental music fan. Piano and violin, amazing.
Let's talk about how this practical exam's gonna go down, okay? Are you ready?
Why is only one person detailed?
Present Mike, so cool! I listen to his radio show every day of the week. It's so crazy nuts that all the UA teachers
Will
are
you
pro
shut up?
heroes.
Like you're out.
These the only two guys from the high school that are going into the school?
Urban settings! Gird your loins, my friends. After I drop the mic here, you'll head to your specified battle center. Sound good?
We have to like win a battle?
They're splitting us up so we can't work with any of our friends.
Yeah, you're right. Our examinee numbers are 1.
Oh, he referred to him as a friend.
Get your eyes off my card. Damn, I was really looking forward to crushing you.
He's a hater, dude, but dude, I don't know, man.
Foe villains in every battle center. You'll earn points based on their level of difficulty, so better choose wisely. Your goal in this trial is to use your...
Okay, I think I'm on the dub. I've really enjoyed the dub.
You've listed 4 types of villains, not 3.
Oh,
With all respect, if this is an error on official UA materials,
Oh,
it
no.
is shameful.
Shut
we are
up.
exemplary students. We expect the best from
oh, this guy's the main character.
A mistake such as this won't do. Additionally, you with the unkempt hair. You've been muttering this entire time. Stop that.
Man, get this yappy guy out of here.
Thanks for calling in with your request. The 4th villain type is worth 0 points. That guy's
Oh, I thought it said OP.
one in every battle center. Think of it as a hurdle you should try to avoid. It's not that it can't be beaten, but there's kinda no point. I recommend my listeners try to ignore it and focus on the ones top of the charts. I'll sign off with a little present, a sample of our school motto. As General Napoleon Bonaparte once laid down, is one who overcomes life's misfortunes. Now that's a tasty soundbite.
Oh, this guy sucks, dude. Is this gonna be the debut of his powers? Wow, do they like sectioned off an entire... Did they remake a part of a city, or did they just section off a city?
Time to put 10 months of training with All Might to the test.
Man,
Time to
oh,
give
this
it my
guy,
all.
bro. He's gonna...
I will become a hero. Just like I always dreamed. I won't let myself
Okay, so he's gonna fail miserably, and then right at the end, succeed. Okay, guys, that was the third episode of My Hero Academia. I just want to start out with the fundamental discussion. The dub was fantastic, and I think I liked it more than the sub. I think I'm going to be going with the dub for this show. If you guys could let me know, is this one of the shows where the dub is like months behind the current uploads? And I don't even know. Please inform me. Is this show still going? Like, because I'm pretty sure I know that episodes are ending, but episodes are going, but I think I might have heard that the show is close to the end. If so, how many years does it have left? You know, how many episodes would you estimate? But also, is this a show where like new dub episodes come out like 4 months after the sub episode comes out? Because if so, I might switch back to sub, because I do want the episodes as fast as I can get them, honestly. This episode was fantastic. I didn't expect a 10-month time skip, but that's something that I should have known by now. But it feels like every single anime that I've ever watched has a time skip in it. And they're all like great. They're all excellent. They're like right at the right time, and I wish we could have got a little more of the 10-month training arc, so to speak. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. There's a great montage. I'm loving All Might, and I'm loving Deku. Like I said, I like how motivated he is and how driven he is to succeed. All that being said, and I did talk about it throughout the episode, I'm very interested to see how he handles conflict and challenge, because obviously his entire childhood he battled those, you know, being looked down upon, you know, being weak, or all those things. And I feel like the last 10 months of his life, almost, even though he's put in some really hard work, he's almost been handed, like, you know, I mean, a god gift on a silver platter. And he earned it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he was gifted something. So I wonder if he's going to not necessarily get cocky or anything like that, but just start thinking a little ahead of himself, so to speak, and see if he gets knocked back down a peg. I would really like that. My favorite thing, and I think, funny enough, I was actually just watching a Sopranos episode about it, but it's just something that I think about often. As someone who is obsessed with stories in all forms and who wants to write books in the future, human conflict, you know what I mean, emotions, feelings, that's the most important thing. And I don't know if I've discussed it yet while watching My Hero Academia, but when I watch anime, I don't really watch for fights. I watch for characters and stories and relationships and moments, and I'm very hyped to see those be explored. Obviously, I'm not one to scoff at a fight or a battle or an epic moment. I love that shit, but it's not what I come to the table to watch, per se. So, I hope that we definitely do explore that. Another question for you, you big My Hero Academia fans: how many episodes does each season have? Is it the same amount of episodes per season, or does it change depending on, you know, when it came out or the arcs? I don't listen. I am big. I do not get spoiled. I don't put myself in a position where I could get spoiled. So I try to stay away from all that. So I don't even look up episode counts or anything like that. I go in blind. I want to go in blind, especially with shows as good as this one. I want to be surprised, so to speak. And then just a quick thing. After My Hero Academia, I think I'm going to be watching either Jujutsu Kaisen or Hunter x Hunter. Two shows I have never watched before, and don't know anything about them, just like this one. So, I am really hyped for the next episode. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick. The One for All is very interesting because I talked about it in the first episode. One of the things that I would like to explore the most is like the origin of quirks and how they first appeared. And I think that the One for All could maybe be related to the beginning of quirks, or at least one of the very first ones. It's interesting. this idea of the one for all is a lot different from what I've been led to believe about quirks. Obviously, Deku was talking about it, where you just have it and you don't pass it on. You still have it for the rest of your life. You don't lose it. But this one, where it's passed, it's like an accumulative power that's passed on to another person. It's interesting. I don't know if it's something like what if All Might dies without passing on the power? Does it transfer to a random human, a random quirkless human? Maybe something like an Attack on Titan, or I do not know. I'm interested in it, but I also wanted to say about it. It's uncommon that they would introduce an immediate like outlier so short into a series. I feel like that could have been something other shows would do in like season 2 or 3, and I really like that. I like the idea of putting all the cards on the table, just not trying to lengthen mysteries. That's one. I don't even know the exact word for it. I love One Piece. I'm called up to it. I've watched 1,000 episodes, but that's probably, and as a big fan of mystery, the mystery genre, that's my favorite genre. Attack on Titan and Lost are my favorite shows of all time. Something like One Piece, it unnaturally elongates the length in which a mystery should be on the table, and sort of keeps the answer away from you unnaturally, if that makes any sense. Stuff like if a secret villain is walking into a room, they don't naturally say the name, they just this person. So sorry for the little rant, but to summarize it, from what I've seen so far, it seems like they're shying away from that, and just being very open with the story, and that's something that I enjoy a lot. I think that's going to be it for this episode. Another fantastic episode. I'm trying to think. I think I'll probably still say the second episode was my favorite, but that one was damn good, and it was damn close. I will say that. So, if you guys liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length uncut reaction up on Patreon. If you guys like the content on the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. I will see you guys next week for the 4th episode.